If you're suffering in the journey of day trading, I want you to know that you are not alone. The industry of day trading has a 98% attrition rate, and only 1 to 2% of traders will ever make this their full-time job. I'm blessed enough to have become one of those traders where I've made this my full-time job, and I am only looking to continue to do so in the future. But it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always simple. The results just didn't always flow through, and things started to feel effortless, and my psychology and emotions just got better, in the snap of a finger. I went through years of immense pain, suffering, and failure, and I felt like giving up multiple times. If you feel like giving up and you feel like quitting, you're not alone. That happens to so many day traders, if not all day traders, and I'm going to outline you through my story step by step, how things happened, what was happening, how I flipped the switch, and how I was able to go from almost quitting, failing all the time, suffering, to now making $72,000 in a month and making this my full-time income. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hello everybody, welcome to this Google Doc that I've made. Here on this Google Doc, I'm going to outline everything from the beginning of my trading to where I am now, what my plans are for the future, etc. This whole Google Doc will have my entire story, what was happening, why it was happening, etc. And I'll go into in-depth explaining some of these things. Now, if you guys want access to this Google Doc, I have no problem sharing with you guys. It doesn't have any lessons for trading like, oh, this is the strategy I used, this is the risk management system I used. But what it does have is just my story and everything involving it, the failures, the struggles, etc. So if you guys ever need a little extra motivation and you want access to this Google Doc, all you have got to do is follow me on Instagram and DM me for access for the Google Doc. That is 2 steps. Follow me on Instagram and DM my account for access to the Google Doc, and I will personally send you a link to this Google Doc. Now, you can find my Instagram down in the description below of this video. But what I've done here is, as you guys can see on the left, I have outlined certain tabs. Let me move this. Let me move myself. You can see there's tabs, and each tab is going to be what was happening in my life as a trader, what was going on, and just step by step. So without further ado, let's actually get into this. Now, the first thing I want to outline is that I had been learning how to trade long-term since I was 8 years old. My dad's first ever job was a stockbroker on Wall Street. So through a joint custodial account on the platform E-Trade, my dad had been helping me long-term invest in stocks. So one day, it was before, I don't know what year this was. This was a while ago. It was before college. I was still in high school. I kind of asked my dad, I said to him, hey man, like I know we do all this work for investing long-term in stocks, like I'm buying Tesla and waiting and holding, etc. But do people do this short-term? Do they take profits on a daily basis, maybe even a weekly basis? And he was like, yes, it's called day trading. So from there on, I looked into it, okay? So let's actually start with me still going to college. So this is tab 1. I was going to college and I was rushing Greek life. Trading was before college, but still went to college and rushed. Didn't really care about trading. You see, I was interested in trading. As my dad told me about it, I kind of decided to try to learn about it, but I didn't really necessarily care about it. So when it was time to go to college, I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna go to college. And as you can see, I'm in my suit and my tie here. You guys know, pledging a fraternity. Now, for a little bit of context, and we'll get into this later into the video, but I had ended up leaving college after my freshman year. I did 1 year in college, 1 year in frat life and Greek life, and that was it. I was out after that. But yeah, this was the initial start to life for me as my process as a trader. Now, of course, I already knew what trading was before college. This was almost 4.5 years ago now, maybe 5. Like I knew what trading was, all that stuff, but I still decided to go. I still decided to have a good time my freshman year. Do I regret it? Yes and no, because yes, like I was doing some bad things I would never do again as I came closer to Christ as a Christian, but it helped me understand, I'm supposed to be on a different path. Like it helped me, get to that point in my life. So that was, point number 1 is I was trading before college and learning kind of about it, but I still went and still rushed Greek life. Now, on to tab 2. This was after I kind of left college. I decided I wanted to leave college. I wanted to be a better Christian. I wanted to be a better person. And yeah, so as you guys can see, here is me working 2 jobs. Here's me at LA Fitness Gym working the front desk. And here's me working at a warehouse. So worked 2 jobs after leaving college and continued to learn more about trading on my laptop while at these jobs. So like here is my warehouse job. I would have a little section on the table to the right of this gun thing over here. And I would just set up the laptop and watch trading videos. I remember watching Juver Gems, Lambo Raoul, The Trading Geek. I remember watching all these guys and just setting up my laptop. And this was a long time ago, but I always knew, yeah, I'll be there one day. I can do this. I can be there one day. Even though I had no absolute clue what trading was, this was after I left college, decided to get closer to Christ. I had dropped out of my freshman year and was just kind of working these jobs over summer, just trying to figure out what to do, you know? And that's when I would set up my laptop at these jobs all the time and learn. So I had left college at this point, was feeling confused, didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, you leave college and everybody gives you crap for it. Oh, you know, you're never going to be successful because you left college. You're never going to be successful. And of course, I was very thankful for my parents paying for college for me. A lot of kids go into college with student debt. And to have the ability for my parents to pay that for me so I don't have any student debt, I mean, that's immense blessings, and I'm forever thankful to them and to God for blessing me with the greatest family. But yeah, I was working these 2 jobs after I had left college, and I, like it says here, learned more about trading on my laptop while I was at these jobs. I'd connect my laptop to Wi-Fi. At LA Fitness, I'd put it on the front desk and watch videos. And then at the warehouse job, I would put it in off to the side in my little section here, do the warehouse work, have an AirPod in while watching the video. So let's go to tab 3. Tab 3 is, I'll explain this picture here in a second. This is a picture of a TikTok shop ads account, okay? Or just a TikTok business ads account. This was a long time ago, so I don't really know what they called it back then. But to explain more what this was is I kind of skipped, you know, there's no reason for me to show a bunch of pictures of everything. But what this is me almost quitting trading. I tried drop shipping at this point, and that's why there's an ads account here, because I was getting ready to drop ship, because I just couldn't figure out trading. No matter how many videos I did, I would apply videos, just take notes and notes and notes, and I still couldn't really figure out what it was. I would trade demo accounts and just lose all the money on demo accounts, and I just couldn't really figure out what was going on, why certain things were occurring, what trading really was, and I was ready to quit, man. I cried over it. Call me whatever you want, make fun of me, but yes, I cried over it. There was many nights where they were sleepless nights of me just staring at a ceiling, wondering why I couldn't be good at trading. But yeah, guys, that's what this picture is. So hated it, suffered a lot, even tried drop shipping with a TikTok ads account because I felt like quitting trading. So trust me, guys, through the process of trading, I've been right where you guys probably are right now, or maybe feel you're going to be here in a second. Whatever it is, just know we've all been there. I hated trading so much that I even tried so many times to go into TikTok ads, drop shipping, and just I couldn't deal with trading, man. It sucked, and I wish, I don't know, I'm lost words here. I'm stuttering my words a little bit here because I go back and I talk about this, and it brings back so many memories, man. So many tough times, so many times of just arguments with family, so many tough times of just me and my prayers at night, and that was that. It sucked, but yeah, just know you guys aren't alone, man. This was me literally trying to dropship. You can even probably see the little Shopify icon right here in the top left because I was ready to quit trading. Moving on to tab 4, I still traded a demo account, and slowly it started to build. I think this demo account, if I remember correctly, gosh, this was a gosh darn long time ago, but if I remember correctly, it started at like $5,000, I think was the demo account. To be honest, I don't even remember what platform I am trading this demo account on here. But I finally started seeing consistency in my demo paper trading. What I would do is I would trade, just because I started drop shipping, I know this sounds like a little contradicting and a little confusing, but just because I started trying to drop ship and do drop shipping and all that doesn't mean I quit trading. It doesn't mean I just gave up on trading and quit. No, I just was struggling in my trading and I was just, ready to quit. But I kept trading. I just was feeling the urge to quit and getting mad. It didn't mean I had quit already. I was suffering through it. But I finally noticed, I calmed down a little bit. I continued to just do what I knew how to do, etc. And I started seeing consistency. Like I said, this account started at 5,000. I got it up to 15,000. Like I said, it's only a demo account, but that's what you start off with as a trader. So moving on to tab 5, after seeing that consistency, got my first funded account through through Osprey FX, no longer in business. I'm an unk. Yes, Osprey FX is no longer in business. Okay, that's how much of an unk I am at trading. I wonder how many people, comment down below if you even know what Osprey FX is. I guarantee you barely any of you probably don't even know what Osprey FX is. But I got my first funded account with them. It was a 100K account. I remember the first trade I took on the account, I ended up losing money. Then the next trade I took was like 1,500 in profit. And I was like, yes, like I need to take a picture of this. It's like my first big winning day on a funded challenge. Moving into that, I got funded and I finally started getting payouts from Osprey FX. Man, I had to go back and back and back in the camera roll to find this picture. But I finally started getting payouts from Osprey FX. And this was like a year or two after I had dropped out of college, worked those jobs, just grinding to learn demo accounts. I finally started getting payouts. I got a lot of payouts from Osprey FX, but I had to go back and back in the camera roll to find this one. So yeah, on to tab number 7. My profits started getting bigger. I gained confidence. They started to get larger. And yeah, as you could see here, here's a nice little run of trades that I had, making over probably, what is that? I don't know, $3,000 something. Here's one where I ended up finishing with $7,700 on the day. Now, the thing is, I can't even remember if they had a consistency rule on this prop firm. I can't even really remember that. Like I said, guys, this was so forever ago. I can't even remember if they had a consistency rule. But the fact is the strategy I was trading, my confidence was growing. I was starting to see results, gained confidence, profits started to get larger. Now, tab number 8, I eventually started stacking funded accounts, okay? As time went on, started stacking large CFD-sized accounts. RIP 1 of 1. Yes, RIP 1 of 1. Only real ones know what 1 of 1 funding is. I was funded with them. I got funded with Funder Pro in 2024. Same thing here. Got funded with Osprey FX in 2024. Man, I had kept grinding for years and years and years. Osprey payouts, and I traded that Osprey account for a long time. For years, I traded that thing. And, you know, going into 2024, 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I want to start stacking and growing my accounts. So I got a 100K account with Funder Pro. I got a 100K account with 1 of 1 funding. And I had like over $400,000 in funded accounts with all my accounts. So I started getting some payouts. And that's actually what moving on to tab 9 shows here. Funder Pro payouts. Here's a 1 of 1 payout of $3,150. A Funder Pro payout of $1,000. Funder Pro of $1,200, a 1 of 1 payout of $2,600. Now I know if you guys remember what it was with 1 of 1, I ended up getting paid out from them, thankfully enough. But yeah, started stacking payouts, getting prop firm payouts, and building my live account. Moving on to tab 10. Fast forward, here we are in October 2025. I had my first $72,000 month. Crazy. But as you can see here, now it's my first 70K month. Absolutely crazy. Just to fast forward and that be that. Now what I've done is I've created my own live trading Discord. As you can see, all my students, this guy said, feel so fortunate and blessed to be part of such an awesome community. This guy got funded. Yeah, look, following Jake's rules, I did this trade, and I said, even on days I'm not trading live, my students still eat. This is because I teach a strategy that works long term and not just some signal room. I now have a full Discord with daily live trading students making money. I have a whole profit post channel, which I can actually show you guys right now, my whole profit post channel. I'll just show you uncut. I'll just take you to it right now. No fancy editing, nothing like that. I'll just take you straight to it. Here's my profit post channel. I think this was one of the most recent big ones. This guy, if you can see above my face cam here, let me move it. This guy's up $8,000 this month, and we are only a couple days into the month. And this is all live trading with my Discord room. You guys can see the profits go up and up and up. There's just so many people profiting. So yeah, that's what I've done now with my Discord. Moving on to tab 12. I'm getting more funded accounts. You know, why stop? I'm not really that big of a futures trader. I do have futures accounts that I trade on, but I would prefer to stack Funder CFD accounts because they allow for more drawdown and long-term opportunity. So still acquiring funded accounts and building. There you go. That you can see was only a couple days ago on January 2nd. Moving on to tab 13. All I'm telling you, the picture of my church here saying, trust God and never give up. I hope you guys see what can actually happen, man. And I skipped a lot there because you guys may seem like I was going from year to year really quickly. I mean, what am I going to put in between that? Pictures of me crying? Just know that in between a lot of those photos, and still to this day, comes a lot of suffering, comes a lot of pain. And I really don't want you guys to give up on trading. I don't, okay? It's hard, it's difficult, but if you have faith in God, you continue to move forward, you continue to believe that you can do it, and you never give up, you can be a successful trader, and I know you can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got an understanding from my path. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and don't give up on trading, please. You can do it if you put in the work and you continue to have faith and you continue to take advantage of the opportunities presented to you. If you are interested in my live trading Discord, that link will be down in the description. And yeah, I genuinely appreciate all of you. And like I said, if you want access to this very Google Doc, 2 steps, follow me on Instagram using the link in the description and reach out and DM the account. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you all in the next one.